Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's a weekend, so let's do the whole doggone thing. Saturday, October the 7th, National LED Light Day, National Bathtub Day, National Flower Day, World Cotton Day, You Matter to Me Day, National Frappe Day, and many other things. This new list that I get, there's a lot of stuff on it. Sunday, the 8th of October, National Touch Tag Day, International Birth Registration Day, National Podiatry Day, National Salmon Day, World Octopus Day, and again, many, many, many other things. Huge thank you to the folks we get the list from, listofnationaldays.com. That's very, very cool. They've got a really, really robust list.
It sounds like it.
And I've got a super cool dude that I'm going to be talking to today. AJ Jacobs is the host of a program called The Puzzler. And it's a very popular show where they have celebrities come on and he asks them questions and they have to get it right. It's like a little game show, but it's like puzzles. I'm a big fan of those. So I'm excited to chat with AJ Jacobs. And I was told he's going to ask me questions. I'm pretty stoked. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Dads, it's not exactly a huge sacrifice, but if you want your kids to do well in school, one of the best things you can do is play with them. A study from the University of Leeds found that children do better in school if their fathers engage in activities with them like reading and drawing and singing and telling stories.
I love that.
Yeah,
I think
the
that's
researchers
wonderful.
studied 5,000 households in England. They observed the test scores of 5 to 7-year-olds. The study found that with the dad's involvement, with the kids, they saw in all of them that the kids had improved grades in school no matter what the child's age or gender or ethnicity or family household income. Moms who similarly spent quality time with their kids had more of an impact on their social development than they did on their grades. So I think it's important to be involved in your kid's life.
Of course.
And again, if you needed some proof, there you go. Now you got to study. So when somebody's saying, hey, can you stick around and work late tonight? Say, nope, can't do it. Got
That's
more
right.
important
Got
stuff
to do with my kids.
Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know the blockbuster Barbie movie inspired a cultural phenomenon contributing to a paint shortage? Everything was painted pink.
I did know that. I heard that.
Yeah, but it sparked conversations around mental health and the powers of nostalgia. Since the film's release, Barbie doll sales have spiked, which could also be thanked to adult viewership of this program. And then they were buying like what they call emotional support Barbies.
Oh my gosh.
Recently, many adults have shared on social media that their newly purchased dolls, they use a hashtag emotional support Barbie. 2 million views on TikTok feature videos of girls and women and even men buying Barbies that look like them and represent their career or inspire them to be their authentic selves. So that's kind of cool. I still haven't seen the movie. Heidi has seen it. And she was like, yeah, you're probably not needing to watch that.
Don't bother.
I don't know. Well, and I know some folks that loved it too. So, tomato, tomato. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. 3 months after offering a stay at Barbie's Malibu Dream House, Airbnb's latest stunt is a long weekend at Shrek's Swamp. The listing of the property, based on the hit movie from 2001, reads this way. Ogre enthusiasts can find peace and quiet watching the leaves fall in this mud-laden, moss-covered, murky water oasis that is Shrek's Swamp. the property in the Scottish Highlands is a faithful recreation of Shrek's animated abode, complete with oversized furniture and roots growing down through the ceiling. Guests would be able to light earwax candles
Ew.
and be treated to donkeys' freshly made waffles for breakfast. And just like in the film, the bathroom is an outhouse, which features a toilet, sink, and shower facilities. I do have a link if you want to see it, by the way. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Despite the fact that he's a beloved movie star all over the world, Robert Pattinson has the same self-doubts and anxieties that others have. So if you've ever thought it'd be great to be famous and I'd never have to worry about, looking right or feeling right, just know this.
Oh my gosh.
They have the
I
same-
can't even imagine.
They have
how
the same
stressful.
problems, but it's actually probably worse,
It's worse,
because they
I'm
are
sure.
under the microscope. But if you'd like to read more about his story, I've got that also in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. It's the most wonderful time of the year. If you like pumpkin spice anyway. Are you a fan?
I like it obviously in pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
I'm
We've had
not
this discussion.
I'm not a fan of all the coffees
There's a lot
and
of
stuff.
Well, pumpkin spice season is definitely upon us now. And if you're one of the people who want pumpkin spice in everything, from your Oreos to your
Yuck.
pumpkin spice stuff, here's some good news. The spices that are mixed together to create pumpkin spice each have their own health benefits. So that's what this is about. It's good for you, Heidi. It's
Oh
good for
yeah,
you.
no, I don't doubt that at all.
Pumpkin spice is actually pretty good for you. The flavor is generally made up of cinnamon,
Yeah.
nutmeg, ginger, cloves, and allspice. So cinnamon is thought to help control blood sugar levels. So that's good.
Yeah.
Nutmeg has been used to treat many afflictions, including cancer and kidney disease. But more research is needed, they say. Ginger seems to be an effective treatment for nausea and morning sickness.
Okay.
And cloves are used to treat toothaches. And then we got allspice. That is good for things like intestinal gas, diarrhea, flu, and colds. And let's not forget pumpkin. While it's not actually an ingredient in most pumpkin spice products, if it is used, you're in luck. Pumpkin is high in vitamin A, which is good for your eyes and good at fighting infections. So here's my advice. Next time you see somebody ordering pumpkin spice, say, "Ooh, you must suffer from all of these things." If you have all of these things, you really need that. If you want to see what all those things are, I forgot already. But I do have them in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. Our guest is AJ Jacobs, and he is the host of a program called The Puzzler. And I was told that you're going to actually give me a puzzle to solve during the program today?
It is, yes. Don't get stressed out. I will give hints, and it is. They are very low pressure. It's every day, The Puzzler with A.J. Jacobs, and we have a celebrity guest on, like Ken Jennings from Jeopardy.
Oh, nice.
And I give him a very quick, fun puzzle. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you're in, you're out. You get a little mental treat, little snack for your mind. You ready for one? I'm happy to give you an example.
I am. Before I get my question, how quick is the quickest they've ever answered, and how long is the longest it's ever taken?
Oh, well, that's a good one. I mean, first of all, we had Ken Jennings as a guest from Jeopardy, and he is brilliant.
Yeah.
So I gave him super hard, tricky puzzles.
Yeah.
Usually I don't give him hard, and he was so fast. Like one was involving geography and involved the capital of Armenia, and he got it like a second. So,
well, I don't think I'll be that.
although I will say, no, I would not have gotten it. We did stump him on one thing, though. Can I tell you?
Yeah.
We had an audio quiz for Ken Jennings called "Name That Game Show Sound Effect."
Oh, yeah.
And it was because he's a game show legend.
Yeah.
So I would play him an actual sound effect, and I'm not. I'll do it myself, but that was he would have to say, "Oh, that's from Family Feud" when you get a wrong answer.
Yeah.
And he got most of them because he knows his game shows. The one he didn't get, I'll try to do it, but it was sort of like bop, 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 bop. And
Price
he
is
did
Right?
not know what that was.
Was
the Price is Right, you're good.
It was the big
you're
wheel?
Better than Ken Jennings.
Nice.
It's
Hey,
the big wheel.
I'm going to quote you on that.
Hey.
I'm smarter than Ken
That's
Jennings,
right.
everybody.
So much smarter than Ken Jennings.
Now that I am smarter than Ken Jennings, I will be ready for the question when it gets my way. Again, our guest today is AJ Jacobs, host of The Puzzler, and this is fun.
Yeah, you can listen with your morning cup of coffee, or you can listen to 5 over the weekend. But I'm having a good time, so I'm hopeful that translates.
Absolutely.
All right, so this one is one I gave to Roy Wood Jr., who's a comedian, great comedian. This puzzle, it's called the earbus. It's sort of a rebus for your ears.
All right.
And so what's happening is I'm going to say a word, and I'm going to say it in a weird tone of voice or a weird accent. And you're going to have to use that to try to figure out what's the 2-word phrase that includes that word. So, for instance, if I said tide, then the answer would be
Rising
tide.
Okay, got it.
All right. So if I said something like chairs, that might
musical
be
chairs.
Wow, you're fast.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I am smarter than Ken Jennings, so.
I've heard that. I have heard that. Yeah. Well, what about this 2-word phrase? Hospitality. Hospitality.
Southern hospitality.
See, there you go. You got it. You want one a little harder? This
I'll
one's
take
a little
one.
more
Yeah,
challenging.
I'll do one a little harder.
Hearted.
Is it wholehearted?
The opposite. You got it. You got the idea. But if you get dumped, you might be
broken-hearted. Okay, yeah.
Broken-hearted. Exactly.
Nice.
So, yeah, you got it.
This is really fun. Again, the program is called The Puzzler, and you've had a lot of amazing guests, but is there one that you would say is your favorite where you're going, man, I wish every guest was like this one?
Well, there have been great guests. We've recorded a lot because it's a daily show, and one of the best was Mo Rocca, who's on CBS.
Oh, yeah.
He's so fast. It was crazy. He would get the wrong answer, but the wrong answer would be almost better than the right answer. And then he would come up with 6 other wrong answers. So I was a big fan of his. I also like when we have musical guests. We had Lisa Loeb. So we were able to do musical puzzles, and she got to sing a little. So that was fun. But yeah, I love having a variety of comedians, musical guests, writers, you name it.
Well, I am excited to take a listen to several of these now. The Puzzler, and our guest, AJ Jacobs, is the host of The Puzzler. And I'm going to throw a link to make it easy to find this as well. AJ, thank you for taking the time to chat. I appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me on, and congrats on being so fun.
In anything that you see written about me from now on, there's going to be a quote from you that says, you're smarter than Ken Jennings. So
I stand by it. I stand by it, absolutely.
AJ Jacobs, the program is called The Puzzler. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
UK's Royal Mail estimated in 2015 that it would cost £11,602 or $15,215 to send a letter to Mars. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure glad somebody
crunched the
is
numbers.
doing those studies.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Female dragonflies will fake their own death to avoid mating with an unwanted male.
I can relate to this.
I think Heidi has tried that. Are you sleeping? You're not sleeping. She's my wife, by the way. For If I didn't mention that, that would be just weird. You're not sleeping. All right. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Extra charges at Starbucks, such as extra pumps of everything, bring in over $1 billion in additional revenue every year.
Holy cow.
Just the upcharges. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Cows moo with regional accents. Well, that's kind of cool.
Really?
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Worms reportedly taste like bacon. I will take your
I
word for it.
am not going to try.
Yeah, I'm going to just take your word for that. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. When asked what they are most excited about with the arrival of fall, 23% of people said this is their favorite thing to do in the fall. What is it?
Play in the leaves.
No, going out to pick some apples.
You know what? I just said to you just the other day, we
Yeah.
haven't done that for
We
a long
haven't.
time.
No.
And we should go and do that.
We should do that. It's the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A scientist says he can understand what chickens are saying.
Really?
Yeah, thanks to artificial intelligence. University of Tokyo professor claims that by using technology to analyze a chicken's vocalizations, he can decipher 6 distinct emotional states: hunger, anger, fear, contentment, excitement, and distress. And he can decipher these with 80% accuracy.
Really? How would he know?
The study was spearheaded by Professor Adrian David Chuk, who also is quite well known for a sex robot research paper that he's done as well.
That's fantastic.
He plans to adapt the AI techniques to other animals in order to design a much better world for the animals. So I wish him the best, and I hope that this is all like legit and real, but does that just seem odd?
It seems very odd.
That seems very weird to me. He hears a chicken clucking, and he's like, that one's hungry. Okay. Thanks, Al. Appreciate it. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I have the 2023 IG Nobel Awards. The Weird Science Awards. So chemistry, geology, to a researcher for explaining why many scientists like to lick rocks. Apparently
What?
there's an award.
That's a thing?
They'll lick a rock to see if it's a rock or if it's bone. They can tell by tasting it.
Ew.
I would come up with a new way. In literature, to a group who studied the sensations people feel when they repeat a single word for many, 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 many times. They actually did a study on that. These people won Nobel Prizes, Heidi.
Wow.
For medicine, for using cadavers to explore whether there is an equal number of hairs in each person, 2 nostrils. So an equal number of hairs in each one of the nostrils. Why would we need to know? They won
I
a
have
prize for this.
no idea.
And there's more. If you want to read the whole list, I've got them. I'm not going to get to them, and I don't want to. But they're in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Dennis Waitley said, A failure is like fertilizer. It stinks, to be sure, but it makes things grow faster in the future.
True story.
That is true.
That is true.
Have you ever failed, and then what you failed at, you realized, oh, this is what I did wrong, and I'm going to use that to...
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy, and it's been years ago, there was a book called Failing Forward.
Yep.
And he sent the book to me for an interview, and we did an interview with him. It was a long, long time ago. But I remember this back like before I had a smartphone, and I would read more of the books that were sent to me. I still read all of them a little bit, but I hardly ever finish them. But I finished that. It was a good
You
book.
don't read like you used to.
I know.
You used to always read.
All the time. Now it's like I hardly ever read. Quote of the day comes... You can't even tell that I know how to read. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of, what's this word? InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. I love this story. This is like such a cool story. Here's the story. Hospital throws a surprise homecoming dance for a teen cancer patient.
Oh.
A Huron High senior was unable to attend her much-anticipated homecoming due to a recent brain surgery. She
my
received a
gosh.
heartwarming surprise when the hospital staff brought the homecoming festivities to her. So this happened. She got to wear a beautiful dress. She was accompanied by her father and experienced the joy of homecoming right within the hospital walls.
Oh.
Her boyfriend, Tommy, brought her a pink rose, and he wore a matching corsage. Megan's love for Christmas was not overlooked by the caring staff at the Cleveland Clinic, who went above and beyond to make the event truly special. They decorated the gymnasium in a Christmas theme. It was all about her, they said. It was called the Ho Ho Homecoming, because she's a big fan of Christmas.
Yeah, right. I would hope that's why.
That's why. I just saw the look on Heidi's face, and I made sure to explain that's why. They were surprised all the time and effort that they put into this event. The mother was like, this is amazing. The hospital staff ensured that Megan had the chance of a lifetime to experience those cherished moments that she had been looking forward to, including sharing a dance with Tommy right there on the hospital's dance floor. There's video footage, there's some photos. Heartwarming event came after her recent brain surgery, during which doctors removed 70% of a tumor that was about the size of a golf ball. Community rallied around Megan during her recovery, showing unwavering support. So how cool is this?
That's really great.
Anyway, if you'd like to see more about this, I've got a link to the videos, and there's several videos and photos in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.